2.4, write equations of lines. So based on what they give us, essentially this whole section is writing equations of lines. It might be parallel, might be perpendicular, might be in slope-intercept form, it might be in point-slope form. I don't remember if our book does standard form, but anyways, it probably does, but I don't know. I don't remember. Some books do, some books don't. Standard form is my least favorite, so I don't use it a whole lot. Write an equation of the line that has the given slope and y-intercept. So number 4, m equals 3, b equals -4. Any idea how I write an equation of the line with this given information? You can just say it.
Y equals 3x minus 4.
Beautiful. Nice and easy. 8, m equals -5, and b equals -1. Somebody else, what's the equation of the line?
Y equals -5x minus 1.
Awesome. Easy enough?
Yes.
Cool. Next thing. Write an equation of the line that passes to the given point and has the given slope. So number 10, the point 3, -1, and the slope m equals -3. So based on what I'm given, what do you think I should do? What form?
Slope, point form, and slope form.
Yep. Point slope form, and then we can move into slope intercept. And I'll take answers either way, in either form, to be honest, because both are true equations of a line, so it just depends on how you want to write it. So in point slope form, it is what?
Y plus 1 equals -3 times x minus 3.
Yep. So it's, remember, y minus y1, but because the y value is negative, it ends up being a plus. So it's good that y'all recognize that. And then equals -3 times x minus x1, which is 3. So you can either leave it here, or you can keep going and get y equals -3x plus 9 minus 1. So y equals -3x plus 8. So I will take it in either of these forms that I boxed. I don't care. If the instructions specifically say you have to put it in one form or the other, then obviously you need to do that. The book is going to write answers like I have written in red. They're not going to leave them in point slope form. But either is acceptable. Um, 14, the point 12, 0, and m equals 3/4. Someone else do this one. Just say it.
I can't say it.
I had to do it
Y
first.
equals...
Mason, you did it last time. Let somebody else go.
Yeah.
Get and do it, Shepard. I volunteer you.
Oh, well, I already did it last time.
You didn't do one of these?
Y minus 0 equals 3/4 parentheses x minus 12.
So the only thing I'm going to say here is, because there's a 0, don't leave your answer like that. So on this one, you would want to rewrite it. Now, if you forgot to, I'm not going to be like super picky about it, but you should rewrite it when there's a 0 like that. Are we okay with writing equations of lines like
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, the next ones want us to write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and satisfies the given condition, aka tell if it's or find a parallel or perpendicular line depending on what it asks for. So 22, we have the point 2, 8, and it says parallel to y equals 3x minus 2. Alright, what is the slope of the parallel line?
3.
So slope's going to be 3, so then what is my equation of the line?
Y equals 3x plus 8.
Wrong.
No.
Slope point forms.
Slope. Never mind. I don't want to do this one.
Y minus 8 equals 3x minus 2.
And I assume you meant like the parentheses around the x
Yeah,
minus
I
2
mean,
since you
yeah,
just said
right.
3 times. Yeah. I do the same thing. I
Yeah.
was just like, just wanted to make sure that we know that the x minus 2 is all being multiplied by the 3. So you can leave it here, or I would say for me personally, I would not leave parallel and perpendicular lines like that because I want to make sure that I did everything right. And so when I get to the end, I want to make sure that with parallel, the slopes are the same. With perpendicular, what are they?
Opposite reciprocals.
Opposite reciprocal. So I would just say that's why I keep going to make sure that I have everything right, but it's up to you. So y equals 3x minus 6 plus 8. So y equals 3x plus 2. So same slope, so I know I did it right.
So what exactly did we do there? I'm a little bit confused.
What do you mean? Like
So
from
we-
the beginning or like this last step that I just
from
did?
the beginning, like what was the point of the problem?
So I wanted to find a line that's parallel to the line that was given to me. So this line had a slope of 3. So the slope of the parallel line also had to be 3. So then I take that and I use the point that was given. Essentially what it is the new line, the point 2, 8 is on that line. And it also has a slope of 3 because it's parallel. So those lines aren't going to intersect. So that's why it has to be like that. And then I just set it up in point slope.
Okay. Turn around, Lisa.
All right. 24. I'm going to modify this problem a little bit because I don't like the one that's there. The point negative 6, 2, perpendicular to y equals negative 3x minus 2. So the slope of the line that was given to me is what?
Negative 3.
Yep, so that was negative 3. So the slope of my perpendicular line is going to be what?
1/3.
1/3.
I'm so smart. I said it before.
Yes, positive 1/3. It's the opposite, inverse, opposite reciprocal, however you want to say it. So now, somebody that hasn't done one yet, what is my equation of the line? How do I set it up?
Y minus 2 equals 1/3, and then in parentheses, x plus 6.
Yep, so minus a negative, so plus. And then I'm going to move it on to slope-intercept form. Y equals 1/3 x plus 2 plus 2. So y equals 1/3 x plus 4. And you're probably noticing I do a lot of things like in one step because I can. If you need to do them in separate, that's fine, but totally fine to do it that way also.
H2.
Now, the way this problem was originally written was that the equation was y equals negative 2.
Well, so there's just been 0. Yes.
So the point was negative 6, 2, perpendicular to y equals negative 2. So what would I do?
It'd be a vertical line.
Yeah.
So x equals
Y would
I already
equal
answered, I
one
can't say
third
anything.
x.
Ignore that. All of that was just for the modified problem. Pretend that's not there anymore. Just look at that.
Okay,
If it has to go through the point that's given to me and it's perpendicular to y equals -2, what would it have to be?
1/2.
You
Undefined.
told me to speak up. You didn't say it had to be right.
one
Ye-
third, right?
Yes, but there's actually an equation of the line. The slope is undefined. All right, so y equals -2 is where?
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, it's a horizontal.
Oh,
Top
I
left.
think I understand.
I equals 1/2 x
X equals minus
All right.
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is my
Okay.
equation of the line right now, right? My perpendicular line has to go through what?
That line.
Through the point -6, 2. So that means that all the way over here, I didn't do a good job setting up this graph. I have to have that x value because it has to go through that point. So it has nothing to do with the slope in this case. I mean, it does, obviously, to know that it has to be perpendicular to the line that's given. But the answer to this would just be x equals -6. But that's why I didn't want to do that to start with, because I'm like, you're just going to be confused.
Yo, you're.
Okay. Last couple here. Write an equation of the line that passes through the given points, plural. So they give us 2 lines, 2 points, -1/3, or wow,
It's okay.
words, -1, 3, and 2, 9 are my 2 points. So I need to write an equation of a line. They don't specify in what form. But what do I need to do first?
Find the slopes.
Find the slope. How do I find slope?
You do x or y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Or the other way around if you were
So 9 minus 3 over 2 minus a negative, so plus 1 gives me, what is that, 6 over 3, so 2. Now, does it matter which point I choose?
No, because they're on the line on the same line.
Correct. So which one do y'all want to do? The first one or the second
2, 9
one?
because there's no negatives.
Okay. 2, 9 because there's no negatives. It's fine. All right. What's the equation?
Oh, wait, yeah, I know.
Y.
Yeah, y minus 9 equals 2 times, parentheses, x minus 2.
You can leave it here, or we can keep going. You get y equals 2x minus 4 plus 9, which is y equals 2x plus 5. Now, some people get concerned that on the test or the quiz, they're going to choose the other point and end up with a different line. Is that true or false?
False.
False. It's going to give you the exact same line, right?
Whoa.
Some people freak out and they're like, what if I don't pick the same one you do? I'm going to get it wrong. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, it's the same thing. So don't be alarmed if you chose -1, 3. You would get the same thing. I'm going to give you one more to do on your own to start with, and then we'll go over it just to make sure everybody is on task. 36, the point 15, 20, and the point -12, 29.
Big numbers.
I'm going to leave it like that so you can see the other one for reference if you need it. The other question, does it matter which point is point 1 and which one's point 2?
No, but you just have to keep it consistent.
As long as you keep it consistent, it's fine. Yep.
I'm so smart.
Some people get concerned about that also, so just pointing all the things out. class is out at 46, right?
Yes.
Okay. I always mix up if this one's 46 or 34. I always get them backwards, so I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, the bell's about to ring. No, it's not. All right, what do we get?
Y equals negative 1/3 x plus
Not
25.
I can't write.
Or y minus 20 equals negative 1/3 times parentheses x minus 15.
Yep.
Mason's mocking you because you didn't get the right answer.
That's not
No,
the right
he just
answer.
did an extra step.
Now, the only thing I'm going to say about it is if you use this form, then yes, your answer would potentially be different, obviously, because obviously they're two different numbers. So if you went this route and you left it here, your answer is going to be different. But if you go all the way to the end, your answer will be the same. So, any questions about any of this? Feel okay about it?
Homework.
All right.
I haven't had a bruise in so long. It's not really
Problems 7, 13, 21, 23, 31, 33, and 35.
I'm liking Algebra